Good morning. This is Mr. Ahmed Attia from Attiafarms. He's going to talk about his navel, and I'm going to ask him a few questions, and we're waiting for his answers. Mr. Ahmed, tell me why you believe your navel are different to others available in Egypt.
First of all, I thank you very much, Mr. Abu Zaid,
You're welcome.
for passing by to my farm. Well, I'm a grower of citrus and grapes in Egypt. I don't believe that my citrus is quite different. I do believe very much that I did use the right rootstock in order to have the best quality that I can produce from a navel orange. The rootstock is that I'm using is the sour orange, the African sour orange, that it is very well known worldwide that this rootstock produce the best and the highest juice content and the very low acid level, and also known to produce the minimal fibers inside the orange itself.
So what history do you have packing navels?
Well, there is a small thing I did forget. 90% of the orange in Egypt are grafted on Volcarmer or Volca Mariana, which is the orange that comes from the desert. And this type of oranges have a rough skin, totally the opposite of my orange, which is a very smooth skin. And the color of the navel Washington grafted on sour orange can go to a very orange color. Of course, we are in 1st of December. Harvest time, it is in my farm around the 15th of January. So I do have around 45 days of growing and maturity.
Okay, what history do you have packing navels, and why export now yourself?
Well, when I started to apply new methods and new technicals approach to my navel that it was not used before, I said to myself, it is the time to go and to open new markets for my own navels. I used to be a grower for the biggest exporters in Egypt, but this time went away, and this year I have the intention to export my oranges to a UK supermarket and the EU as well.
So what do you have as a volume?
My annual volume this year will be around 500 tons from my farm, but I have the intention for the future to collect oranges from the same type exactly, sour orange, a rootstock grafted on navel Washington from my family, because we are a grower family, and I believe that I can reach around 2,000 tons next year from myself and my family combined together.
Great. What quality factors are you guaranteeing with your oranges?
All right.
In terms of color and internal quality?
To be very frank and honest to you, my sour orange are guaranteeing everything. Sour orange, as I mentioned before, produce the highest juice content, the low fiber, the ratio between acid and sugar right now at this position, it is 12:1, which is amazing. The color will be dark orange during harvest time, and I assure you also that you will find no acid level due to also the soil that the black soil that we have right now. It is not the desert whatsoever.
So what about your pesticide use?
My pesticide, that's a very good question. My pesticide use, I follow the final PPL of 2011, the South African one, and I'm full aware of the forbidden and the prohibited pesticide that I should not use whatsoever. I repeat that I'm following the final PPL of 2011 for citrus and hard citrus.
So how you manage it in
How
your
I
farm?
manage?
Yeah.
Well, I monitor my farm, you may say monthly or every 15 days, in order to see if there is a pest or something new happened to my farm. And of course, when I find something like this, I do use my final PPL to choose the right pesticide to the right pest. And I monitor my PHI, of course, in order that everything will be free before exportation time.
So what certificates your farm and your farm have?
Well, my farm has the Global Gap, and I use a pack house of a BRC, and of course before I export anything, you will have my pesticide program and a lab analysis from the central lab, which is an accredited lab in Egypt.
So thank you, Mr. Ahmad, for this interview.
Thank you very much, Mr. Abu Zaid.
You're
Thank you for
welcome.
your